Hello, viewers out there. Once again, it's 4 p.m. and we know it's time for Sports Hobbies. My name is Afa Salifu Usman. Is right here in the studio with Salifu. Welcome to Sports Hobbies. All right, on today's edition of the program, we begin straight from the camp of the Under 17, where coach of the Golden Eaglets, Nduka Ugbade, says the Nigerian Under 17 technical team, of which he is the head, is working quietly but diligently to ensure that Nigeria raised a squad capable of doing Nigeria proud at the Under 17 Cup of Nations in Algeria. Ugbade, who has assisted a couple of coaches to win the FIFA Under 17 World Cup for Nigeria, is in charge this time and has shepherded his wards to African finals after winning the Wafu B Championship in Ghana last summer. The Africa Under 17 Cup of Nations will take place from April 29 to May 19 in Algeria. Well, for Nduka Ugbade, and I think this should be reassuring. It couldn't have come at a better time, especially at the period where, from the Super Eagles down to the Olympic Eagles, looks like it's one disappointment after the other. But here, Ugbade, I mean, for some of us who know his pedigree, we believe that he has what it takes to ensure that at least Nigeria goes out there and does well at the AFCON under 17.
Yeah, it's quite reassuring. Although one may say it is really necessary to reassure, but it just to douse tension in the mood of what has transpired in the last 1 week and thereafter. So there's need to be reassuring as well. In that, was surprised about the disappointed, even the 20 will go to win the AFCON, we couldn't win, though we think the World Cup together, but not too satisfactory. But I'm sure that when it comes to 2017, working hard, just like you say, to win the team and be Nigeria proud. Sincerely believe in you. So football is when you should not believe on somebody that is very excited, something can be disappointing, but we don't think that would be the case. One thing I'm personally, convinced about Ugbade is that he's a very disciplinary guy. Someone who doesn't tolerate nonsense, although human being can change at any time. But based on his statistics and his is a very disciplined one. And another thing that I strongly believe that is going well for that particular team is our try to say the assistant number two, Ahmed Nduka, is also a very dynamic man. Has raised a couple of players from the couple of many players who are players in Super Eagles are all been around 1 year. So those two guys and those two players that are coming together is definitely going to be assured how they're going to have a fitting team that will cover. I'm like America for the time. Halfway to national team that have won other 50 Africa or 50 youth championship several. So and you talk about 50 where is that? They're almost like. And apart from what he's saying, the intro that he has assisted several coaches to win, they are not only assisted, they are also won that the player himself, what they made the show in the club. So, and he built his experience also that for several coaches before. I think they have all they have to do the company for us. And one thing that's very good is very disciplined.
Wish Ugbade and his charges well as the step of preparations ahead of the Under 17 AFCON. Now to some NPFL news, of course. The NPFL was on break, but it's now right back after the elections. And for 3SC, it was the 5-goal thriller as it defeated Plateau United 2-2 in Ibadan to maintain, well, for Bendel Insurance, still unbeaten currently, they were held 1-1. Aqua United actually have them with 1-1 draw out there in Benin City. I mean, for Bendel Insurance, what more can you say about this team? This is match week 11 and still yet to be defeated. Even though going into this match, Aqua United, had made a lot of boasting, a lot of pre-match talk that was going to ensure that they end up beating one, but it was not to be as they held on and it's a 1-1 draw. And for me, the only a painful part of this season will be that if after Belen Insurance, goes on this fantastic road, don't forget that we still have to go for the Super Four and all of that. It will be sad that they eventually go for the Super Four and not emerge as champions after going. So one time, so sometimes these are the issues you have with an average league. Exactly, you do fantastic and you go to because it's a competition format. Where you play, play here, you play, and at the end of the day, it might not work out with people. And you might
The first
exactly,
of two games
exactly,
determine the winner,
yeah.
right?
Mm.
Well, it appears that the best you can get against the rest of this season so far.
Yeah,
The
it's wrong. Yeah.
the team has proven to be, what do I describe them to be, master cities of Nigeria,
Yeah.
of Nigeria League. And no matter how you try, the best you can get, no matter how you threaten all your combat, whatever you keep you get, best you can get, just the best you can get, is get it draw. And we compare the rest of the league. But one thing I believe that is one thing in the league and do well for the support and think of it. You know, sometimes people say that football is not about money is very key.
Very, very key. Very,
Money is very, very key. But when you understand somebody there who are assuring that your welfare is at stake, you don't need to lament after you get your welfare, you get all the deal and all the support and anything there's no more stress for you. So what is left for you? What you need to do? You are not afraid of taking them because you know that you break them at some point. That is responsible for your medical. So then you can't to go all out. And we pray that at the end of the day, but for me, the way the insurance are going is although they are playing in one group, and don't know maybe probably they are falling without maybe they have better they might have affect the trip. But so far playing the same group that they house in Iba. No, you can't say that they are whatever they are wrong super is close. They are proved that they are wrong super is not true. And even though we came to the time come the time of Super Bowl, I strongly believe that going by the game also have their how you also fight on. And talking about the match between TS Stars and Platinum United, was started wrong. Both are taking the ball, and but at the end of the day, they are still the own side in terms of all of the one
All right, still on some local football where Nigerian champions Rivers United will know their opponent in the quarter-final stage of the CAF Confederations Cup on Wednesday. The draw ceremony is due for the headquarters of CAF Algeria. Rivers United sealed their place in the last eight after a 2-2 home draw against Congolese outfit Diabo Noir. Stanley Kuma side will take on Asset Mimosa of Cote d'Ivoire in a dead rubber clash this weekend. Because the other qualified teams who will be up in that draw are Aspire Club of Morocco, US Monastery of Tunisia, Asset Mimosas, Cote d'Ivoire, Marimo Gallants of South Africa, Young Africans of Tanzania, Pyramid FC of Egypt, Future FC Egypt, Al FC of Libya, and of course USM Algiers. I mean, one thing interesting to note is when you look at these teams who are up for the draw, almost about six North African teams there, and that goes to tell you that when it comes to domestic football, especially on the African continent, the North Africans always go to it. And like we say, it's not rocket science. It's not far-fetched why the North Africans do well. If you see the way the North African clubs are run, they are almost set up organization and everything, almost like clubs in Europe.
Yeah.
And that is why you hardly see North African players. You don't see too many of them going to play their trip in Europe. Very few of them, the likes of the Salah, the Mare, but you won't see an Egyptian or Algerian national team where you have like six players playing in Europe. You might have like three or four of them. Exactly, then half of them.
Yeah.
One of the facilities because in the league you have everything. The pay is good, facilities are there. Almost everything is almost up to standard. Like
Almost about
yeah, exactly.
there's no not like it's not about the rocket science.
Yeah.
When you plan your you excel. Nobody in the plan. If you fail to win, you just say you apply to fail.
Yeah.
But when it comes to football, club football, apart from progress, keep well, as it comes close or come next to
Yeah.
the North African. The North Africans own their football almost for
Exactly.
remember, they're very close to the Morocco have a land in Spain, so they're very close. in terms of organizations, everything, and if you look at it, if you look at this why most of African football, not have clubs. Unlike here, when our club, when we have to match the private group, travel a day to the match, or 2 days or 2 days to the match, to go to commercial flight. Those people come with the charter flight. If they are coming to the team, they are coming with the charter flight straight. There's one club that you know, they have in some cases they even come with their own plane. They come with their own plane, not like it is done in Europe. So everything, or reason why everything is there. So then they know how they can achieve more success than where we have to. But it's unfortunately, we're not trying to condemn our own. If you look at most of the club, those what we call club in Nigeria, how many of them is qualified to call club? Obviously, no club, no club in Nigeria except probably Eniba. Even Eniba said, from what Eniba have achieved, from the name Eniba by now to close to the club, up to today, do you know Eniba don't have Eniba don't have a secretariat building of their football. I mean, if I'm the only anybody who the club as so, Eniba don't have a secretariat building. If they come and one can't channel to why back. At that time, everything is going well. When the was office, so that any must go and Philip Valencia has been on the seat as any chairman for close to 2 decades now. Almost 2 decades. So if you are in charge for almost 2 decades, what structure, what time do you need to structure? But what if they never have anything doing like that? This is their own. It is quite disheartening. And then you look at every other club in this country, we have what we have is just a government attack. It's not a club.
And when we even look at some of these clubs, like maybe in the case of the United, what's even the guarantee that once we get this office, the new governor will still have that passion to continue to patrol the club? So these are some of the issues. Sometimes you might have a sport-loving governor who comes. The moment he leaves, another governor might come who is not too disposed to sport, and the club begins to suffer.
Even everybody that said that they're talking about today, they are many people, they are not the part of the example that have
I agree.
it's just at the parastatal that government approved money and they pay the money. So tell me, if you go into everybody they have an account. I'm not talking about account. I'm not talking about account of where to put their money. Account of the video, how many club players that go in a club that come out, how many of them they get from the they give a report or something like a kind of how many club play money they get from the club or selling for the sale of player or finance. No, it's just a government approved money for them. Let go and play as a form of recreational activities and don't go and play cover. And just like you see, what is the guarantee that if we kill them, now they have an accountant. I know how accountant use money. So whether they let an accountant be willing to approve just like we give $20,000 to a player, now we will be willing to give us the money. But they'll say no. But well, let's not that the whole thing. But we're talking about the draw coming up April for all the goals or physical and there's no need to wish for somebody to job. Although you are ready to be champion, you're ready to face anyone. But however, I will still wish that anybody gets a favorable draw. Everybody can so get a favorable draw. Because first information is you qualify for the other team that make it to the good team. And now they have provided you that they went through the money speech, get to the quarter final of the competition. And hopefully we can hopefully that they get a favorable draw and they progress in the semi final. Be the
first Nigerian actually team to win the CAF Confederations Cup. Anyway, we'll go quickly on the break and then we'll come back. Sport and continue.
For sponsorship and advert placements, please contact 080-3688-6158. Last Word Leadership Podcast Studio. You have the last word.
Sports Orbit. We make the world go round.
Alright, welcome back to that great Stereo Sports Orbit. Now, for Manchester United, the chase for Nigeria's Victor Osimhen is still on, and according to reports, United hope to wrap up Osimhen's signing in July, so before they even could start beginning their proceeding, because according to United boss Eric Ten Hag, he feels that any new signings that will be made should be made even before they begin proceeding, so that he'll be able to fine tune them, incorporate them into his plans and all of that. So, but he's strongly pushing for the board to ensure that they get that deal done. But don't forget that Napoli have said, well, for Osimhen is 150 million or nothing. And for United, while they are sounding confident, I'm sure in the next couple of weeks, United will have a new owner, some Qatari guys are ready to splash some money, and if those funds come in, I'm sure they'll give Ten Hag a blank check to get whoever he wants to get. But I think this is something that United fans have been waiting for a long time. We also, what funds the injection of few sorts of money has done to the likes of Man City and PSG and the rest of them.
Yeah, can only wish Manchester United well, and we are going to grab the scene. Senior executive CEO Manchester United will senior is one of the senior ones to be at the over and supply.
That's all.
As far as we have to supply the ball, scoring the goal, not the addition. Not the addition for the goal. When people say that we're issues in the right, so we can match the play. Obviously, you can't equate what the side here has brought to what they have been doing. Okay, if what the match they are playing, what will you say where a player of the field is also competing against his own teammate?
Exactly.
What is none of the
Yeah, very nice. Yeah.
Okay, another match is still the one that people are taking for. I'm not beginning to tag some service player. When you have your colleague, your teammate standing
Clearly in
and
the
you
goal
are
scoring position.
scoring position because the pass will have to pass the ball, you refuse what to score the goal. So but over there, everybody is a teamwork and you play, but here the game is because you don't have to push down everybody play the way one another left. So, but for Man City, Man U, in a course, I'm not a Man U fan, never want any African player to go to Man U. That's my personal reason. But I strongly believe that when for instance, when the Ghana went to Man U, in the shortest time they have, not too long, but they have a fantastic That's for the share of giving that opportunity. Now today, Ghana can be described as former Man U, that has going to the so we can't give it to me. So we need to hope that the other person will see cannot be like if Man Napoli can let them put 200 million pounds,
Somebody will
somebody
definitely
will
come and
get
get him.
But that I don't know whether you work in the same there's something that's this year in Premier League. I don't know whether the British are what about this or they are not care about this. They don't care. So I think we know they don't care who put it or what. If you look at it now, Qatar, Manchester City is doing by Qatar. Now, Nduka is doing by an Arab. Man U is going to be taken by Arab, Chelsea by American, so that even Liverpool. So now the most of the club have been taken by foreigners in the Premier League. I don't know whether the British or the are not concerned about this, that they are club and this, but they are foreigners.
I think what the British are concerned about, from my understanding, I think they just want a league that will be glamorous, irrespective of who owns it. At the end of the day, like they keep saying, those clubs are domiciled here in England, so it doesn't matter who owns it. At the end of the day, it's still the English
not good because they are not good because there's many foreign clubs. If there's no foreign players, that means either good or bad,
No,
they'll have a
because
space to play.
if you are good enough, if these foreign boys come, it's left for you to compete against these foreign boys.
But they don't have that competing strength. That is why the coach is making the case for them that there should be a stand, there should be a rule to limit the numbers of the foreign players to play in the league. But and I think as far as you allow the foreign to take over a whole issue, I don't care about how many foreign players play in the league.
Of course, basically. Right, to some other stories we called yesterday on this program, we gave you that news concerning Indonesia and their hosting of the FIFA Under-20 World Cup. And of course, just like we had, predicted, though not confirmed at the time of this program yesterday, but it's not confirmed that FIFA has announced that it has removed Indonesia as host of this year's Under-20 World Cup amid political turmoil over Israel's participation. And according to FIFA, they said a new host will be announced as soon as possible, with the date of the tournament currently remaining unchanged. FIFA actually said in a statement. I mean, yesterday we said that here. An official of the Indonesian FA also raised concerns that the way the government is going about this, Indonesia might lose that right to host this competition, and now they've lost that right. And I don't even think they'll even participate because they were going to participate because they were the hosts. But now they've lost that right. They were not in the qualifier, so completely they are even out of the competition already. And like yesterday, you rightly said that before FIFA even give this host, it's good for them to even search, do a background check of some of these countries, because now look at this mess we found ourselves in. Do a background check of these countries to even see their beliefs, what they stand for, and all of that. Exactly.
Just like you say, FIFA have no any option.
Yes. Exactly.
But there's no how you are going to grant them their wish.
Yeah, exactly.
They say that no,
Israel will not participate.
Because if you don't that, you are setting a bad precedent. It's good that FIFA and it's not just strip them of the positive right. Yeah. I think FIFA should wait for it to also sanction.
Exactly.
Exactly. Serve as a deterrent to any other that will come with that soon. And the country should be aware that if we are not even for anything that is global event, as far as you want to throw your privacy away and to host it, you should be ready to throw your privacy because to accept those who are participants, like whatever is their belief, whatever is their belief, whatever they stand for, and they are participants of that program, you must allow them.
You can remember.
But if you record the certain program have played in the country several times, even Nigeria here, we heard of our athletes being denied visa, and these are some of the people who board the off federation should be able to sort out before awarding hosting right for any competition. If you are wanting, you should be make it seamlessly for any particular company to accept to have a visa to enter your country.
I mean, if you even see the case of Qatar, who just hosted the World Cup, even for them, Qatar had to make some compromises. In the area 5, we know Qatar is a country where alcohol is prohibited. But it got to a point where the country now said, okay, you can't drink in stadium. If you want to drink, we'll arrange a place for you. So they had to make some compromises because they needed to welcome the world. So if you are going to partake in any global event, like you rightly said, there are some compromises you eventually have to make. If you don't do that, I mean, you just be on your own. Now for Indonesia, for a lot of people who might not even know much about the country, this would have been an opportunity to open up the country to the world. But here they've lost a brilliant opportunity.
Although what people have heard about Indonesia before are not very fantastic, but it's an opportunity for them to see. And the essence why country, if I will leave my little understanding, the essence why country go out of their way to beat for so the world is to showcase themselves to the world and to tell their story in a different way that we are friendly, we are this, we are that. But here, before you do get to them, they are like, no, they are not accommodating.
Exactly. Right to some boxing news now, where Anthony Joshua has actually laughed off German Franklin's threat of a knockout in their bout on Saturday when the former world heavyweight champion insisted the American had picked the worst time to face him. Of course, Joshua will make his long-awaited return to the ring at London's O2 Arena this weekend. And of course, Franklin had said that he was definitely going to knock out Joshua, but Joshua said it's simply not possible. He laughed it off, said, look, he's in the form of his life, he's in the best shape, and he has actually acknowledged that, look, if I lose against Franklin, then I'll call it quits. But we really hope Joshua you know how boxers are very good in, outside of the ring talk, psyching up each other, and sometimes you get to the ring and it's a different ball game altogether.
Well, if the appearance is about the fight, Joshua stand almost
Exactly,
70
yeah.
percent ahead of the American. But it's not about the appearance.
At all.
So it's about what you can offer.
Yeah,
But I think it's good to laugh for, but I think Joshua should limit his talk
very well.
and let the talk be done on the ring.
In the ring, I agree. Right to our final story before we leave quickly. Of course, Nigeria's Asisa Oshoala was among the goal scorers as Barcelona, that's the female side, actually booked their place in the Women's Champions League semi-final after trashing Roma 5-1, while Arsenal also came from behind to knock out Bayern Munich 2-1 on aggregate thanks to a 2-0 win at the Emirates. So, I mean, for Australia, we've said it several times again, and maybe it's the same thing going on with Osimhen. We see how she performs when she's with her club side, but when she comes to the sport platform, she becomes a different player completely.
You become assistant.
Exactly.
So when he's at the club, he's at the Swallow. But when it comes to Nigeria, he becomes assistant. So just like Shimo become a victor when it comes.
Yes.
But when congratulations to Swallow, congratulations to Barcelona. Why the Barcelonas are not part of the Champions are not doing what the ladies are doing. The same thing go to Arsenal. Arsenal are not playing the Champions League for over 6 years now. The ladies are also doing with the semi-final of the Champions League. Congratulations. And for Aziza is good at the best form of our life. Obviously, we have to work for coming up in July, and we hope that we maintain this level and probably pray that if NFF refuse to make a change, and they want to finally find the technical know-how to best to do that.
All right, that's how we call it a day on today's episode of Sports Orbit. But tomorrow is Friday, and of course, while the international break was on, a lot of people were yearning for the Premier League to return, and of course, this weekend, the Premier League action will return, and of course, action from across all the major leagues in Europe will also return. And tomorrow on this program, we'll give you a preview of matches that will go down during the weekend. So thank you for being on the program today.
Yeah, thank you. Obviously, for Nigerian fans, the weekend was boring for them.
Yeah, exactly.
Can't wait.
Very well. Very well. Saying that the Olympic League will now make matters worse. Well. All right. Tomorrow we'll be back again 4 p.m. Nigerian time, right here on Sports Orbit. Until then, do stay safe out there. My name is Apacho, and it's bye for now.
Thank you for watching. For sponsorship and advert placements, please contact 080-3688-6158. Last Word Leadership Podcast Studio. You have the last word.